Welcome back to Mid-10, y'all. If you can tell, it's raining today. So the weatherman's full of lies. Said it wasn't supposed to rain here till this evening. We thought we'd get some more corn cut than we did. Oop, hold on. Had water on the camera. I think you're wiped off now. Let me try it again. There you go. So yeah, weatherman's full of lies. Wasn't supposed to rain until this evening, say about 7, 8 o'clock. Well, he was only about 12 hours off from that, so it's raining this morning. So what we're doing is yesterday evening, right before, or right when I was quitting, I noticed that this bearing, you can see it wiggle. So this is my double pulley system for my grain tank augers, for my unloading augers. If you can see the bearing wiggle, bearing shot. Last year, there's another bearing sits here. This bearing shot, had to change it. If you can notice, the previous owner, when they changed the bearing, they cut a hole in the shaft. I thought I did that, but I didn't. That was there previously. So what we're doing is changing the rear bearing. So we're here in the little shop this morning. We're gonna get this swapped out off the shaft. We brought it up here because we're close to home. We're only a mile from the house, so we can bring it to the little shop. We don't have to take the cutting torch down to the field because I'm pretty sure we're going to have to take the cutting torch and cut the bearing off of the shaft. So we're going to change this, and maybe there'll be enough break in the rain I can go back up to the field and pick my tools up. I left tools sitting out last night because, like I said, weatherman said it wasn't going to rain until this evening. So I got tools sitting in a bucket, in a small bucket, probably, you know, it probably got an inch of water in it by now. So yeah, we're gonna fix this, and y'all can be here in the shop with us. Get the old blue tip wrench out and cut on some stuff. So y'all come along. The question is, how do you get this thing apart? Huh? So the question is, how do you get this thing apart? You unbolt this pulley separate off this piece right here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get this piece off.
Oh wait, get this piece off?
I need to take this bearing off, see?
You don't go that way?
No, no, see, here's a locking brace for it. Right there. See, little set screws right there. This pulley free. This one right here. As you can tell, we got the old bearing race cut off. And if you can see me working at it really slow with a torch, I did that so it wouldn't cut into the shaft. So we're gonna let this cool without putting water on it so it doesn't change the molecular structure too much. I know if you hit them with water, sometimes it changes the molecular structure. So let it cool down, then we'll take some sandpaper, sand it all off real good, get sandpaper and some good spray oil. We'll sand it all off, get it good and clean, and slide the bearing on from this end, go back, put it back where it's back. Since we couldn't get the other part off, well, that's how we're gonna do it. So we'll get back with you in a minute. So we got our new bearing, we got our new flange, Gotta put half the flange on to start with.
Hey.
I'll make sure it fits up on there. You got a flat file?
Yeah.
So there's a couple of gouge spots right here where somebody's held it with a pipe wrench. So I'm gonna just cut them down a little bit. Take your sanding block. So what you saw me doing was take this drill with a wire brush and get most of the rust off of it. I'm taking a sanding pad. I think it's about a 40 grit. And just getting the rest of the surface rust off. And there's a couple little spots where somebody had held it with a pipe wrench to hold it still. So I'm getting them smoothed down with this file a little bit. Not cutting it a bunch. Just enough so the bearing will slide back on here. So we put a little bit of anti-seize on it so the bearing won't stick next time we can get it off. There.
Put it on first, I want. What?
We gotta take it apart, folks. My new flange is a circle flange. Old one was a triangle. If we're going to use a circle, we have to put the pulley on first. Alright folks, what we're about to do is stick the unloading auger drive pulley system back on, which is what we put a bearing on the inside bearing. So it's kind of a pain, but it can be done. You got the new bearing put back in here. Last year we had to change this bearing, and so when we took it off we covered it in anti-seize, as you can see on the back of my hand. So the bearing pulled right off. We put a new bearing back in here this morning. It shot, which was causing our pulley to wobble sideways, which it rubbed and made a little hot spot right there. So now if you get up in here and look, I can stick my finger back behind the pulley and you can see it rubbed right here. So we got that fixed now. Since it's rained, what we're going to do is set it up. We got to open all the water traps up in the grain tank, drain the water out. We are going to start the combine, run this unloading auger grain tank system, which is this chain, run it for a minute to make sure the bearing's good, and we'll probably go ahead and grease the combine, put some fuel in it, and have it set up for, it's supposed to rain more tonight. If it don't, we could probably cut tomorrow, but if it does, it'll probably be Sunday or Monday before we cut, but it won't hurt to go ahead and have the combine ready to go. Be one less thing to do when we get back in the field. So we're gonna open some water traps up now. As you can see, water's dripping here and here, because we got my water traps up here. So here's my clean out. One of them's stuck. Get the key. That one's open. We'll open the next one up. And what little bit of grain y'all saw coming out is just what settles down in the well. As you can see, it's wet. It's probably about a ½ an inch of water all the way across the grain tank. That's what it rained this morning, which it wasn't supposed to rain until tonight. And Jesse, he was on the other side, and he undid the water traps on it. As you can see, tire's wet. Water's still coming out. So that's 2 water doors on this side. He also picked open the grain elevator. That way the water won't stand in it right there. So what we're gonna do now, move our tools out of the way, fire the combine up, and make sure that what we fixed works. Because right now with it being wet, we have time to go get parts and fix it. But hopefully it's no big deal and it works. Pretty sure it's gonna work just fine. We'll find out here in just a second.